Okay, this is week 29, and this is our first day of synchronous learning. This is the 26th of April. Okay, so procedures and protocol for online learning. Again, me and Mr. O'Connell did talk over the weekend a little bit, and we wanted to keep things very similar so that you guys don't have to adjust too much. So we want you guys to understand what's going to be expected of you when you're learning online. Okay, so you will be working with Mr. Hughlin, Mr. O'Connell in fourth quarter. Okay, students will be that are in cohort A, cohort B, and cohort C will all be distant learning at some point. When you guys are doing the distance learning, again, you could be having myself or you could be having Mr. O'Connell as well. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. When you log into class and distance learning, both classes will be in at the same time. Okay, so make sure the first thing you guys do when you guys get into class and you guys get admitted is to type your name. I know I don't ask a lot of you guys to because I know who you guys are, but moving forward, since Mr. O'Connell doesn't know you guys very well, make sure you guys are typing your name, first name, last name into the chat so that you don't get missed and you don't get not get credit for being there. Okay, so first thing you do, you guys got to get in a habit of typing your name. Again, we will ask you, hey, make sure you type your name in the chat so that we don't miss you. Okay, but again, just get in a good habit of typing your name in the chat. That way Mr. O'Connell is getting to know you guys as well as also his students. Hopefully I'll be getting to know them when they're typing their name in the chat as well. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, you will be working with two classes at the same time. Okay, so it won't be just my class and me working with you guys and all the breakout rooms and stuff that we've done, and it's the students that you're already used to, and you guys are going to be working with another third period class, or actually you guys, because he doesn't have third period, so you guys will be the only class in this one, but you guys will be learning from Mr. O'Connell as well. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind as you guys are moving forward. If you have any questions, make sure you type in the chat. Please stay muted unless given permission. Again, since there are going to be double the students, okay, we don't want kids just, yelling out or speaking out when a teacher's trying to speak, especially when there's so many kids in one Zoom call. Okay, so make sure that you guys are staying muted. If you have a question, type it in the chat. We're really good at reading those chats. We see a notification popping up that somebody typed something and pushed enter, so we'll get to those questions when we get to a stopping point. Okay, again, please stay muted as you guys are learning in those distance learning.
These distance learning.
Okay, so those are the first couple rules that we have. Again, nothing really changes from my class to those rules. Here's where things start changing a little bit for you guys. Okay, in order to receive full credit, you guys must have your screens on at all times and follow all derivatives. Again, that just means that we want to make sure that you're there. I don't know his kids that well, so if they don't ever have their screen on, there's going to be no way that I will know if his students are there or not. So have your screen on. If we ask you to do a workout, make sure you're participating, having that screen on as you're doing it. Again, daily points possible is 10. So you guys get 5 for workout and participation, and then 5 for having your screen on and logging on for the day. Okay, so it's really easy to get your full 10 points each day. But if you're not showing your screen, you're only going to get 5 points, which is not passing. Okay, so every day, make sure you have your screen on, make sure you're participating, and then make sure that that you're having that screen on for those other 5 points.
These 5 points.
Please use the Zoom login for joint class. Okay, so when you guys come to PE, you guys are going to be in a joint class with the other class of third period. Okay. So you guys are going to log in to a different login, okay? The passcode for the other login that you guys are going to need to get to. And for you guys, I'm going to help you guys out. You guys are going to log in like you normally do with me. And then you guys will log in with the joint PE Zoom meeting, okay? Again, WCWPE is going to be that login. When you get to my stream, the first thing you guys will see in the morning is, hey, welcome to, Monday the 26th. Make sure you log on using this link. Here is the passcode, and then you guys will click that one so that everybody goes into that Zoom link, okay? Now, if you guys are the only class, which I think you guys might be the only class, then you guys will just you guys log into the joint one, okay? You guys need to get in the habits of learning how to log into each different one, because maybe I'm gone for a day or whatnot, and you're going to have to log into the joint Zoom, okay? So just know there's a joint PE Zoom meeting coming up, and it won't be logging on to this Zoom. You'll have to log on to a different Zoom. Again, I'll put that at the top of the screen for the day when you guys do have to do the online learning, okay? Mr. O'Connell and Mr. Hewlin will be in constant communication with about all of you guys with each other, with myself and himself. So I'll be talking to him about his class. He'll be talking to me about you guys, okay, making sure that we understand how you guys are doing, how well you guys are doing, what students who may be struggling. That way we can communicate with you and that we can help you out the best way that we can moving forward, okay? So just know that me and Mr. O'Connell are on a united front, okay? Assignments between the classes will be the same from here on out. So regardless of who's teaching you, you're still going to be getting the same information, okay? So if I'm teaching you guys one day or Mr. O'Connell's teaching you one day, it's not going to matter. It's still going to be the same stuff moving forward. So make sure that you are it's not different information. It's just the person that's talking about it is different information, okay? Okay, asynchronous time is the last thing I want to talk about, okay? Asynchronous time, usually you guys will have to log in for your other classes after lunch. For PE, most of the time, you will not have to log in for PE after lunch. Usually an hour is enough time to get in through everything that we need to get through. Okay, now there will be some times that we will have you guys log in. Again, we will tell you what those times are. We'll say it before class, hey, just let you guys know today, we need you guys to log in after lunch. We do have a project that we're having you work on, or we are doing an assessment that we're going to have you work on. So make sure you guys are logging in today so you can get that done. Okay, again, we'll let you know before class, during class, and after class on the days that you do need to log on after lunch. And then the days that you don't need to log off, we'll also tell you, don't worry about logging on today. You don't need to show up today. We're going to talk about that here in just a second, okay? So asynchronous time will be used primarily in two ways, okay? So after lunch, we'll be using that asynchronous time two ways. The first way, the first study hall, students who need or want help, your teacher shall be in contact with you about when we should hold our individual study time, okay, to help you prepare for a test or go over homework, okay? So say we have 90 minutes and we're working on a workout and then we kind of run out of time, but we have a test coming up in the next few days. I'll say, hey guys, make sure you guys log in today. After lunch, you guys are going to use this Zoom link that you guys usually are in, okay? This asynchronous Zoom link will stay on still, so we can still meet on this Zoom link as well, okay? If it's like we're practicing for a test, or say you need extra little help and you have some questions that you need me to answer, whatever that time may be, again, we will have that time for asynchronous after lunch, okay? For those of you who are at risk of failing or maybe missing assignments, if we want to, you guys to make up those assignments or talk to us about why you're not doing so well, again, we'll also use that time for study hall, okay? So maybe I message you during class, hey, come meet with me at lunchtime after school or after, our lunchtime, asynchronous time after lunch, so that we can get some of your work made up. If I message you that, that means you'll probably come in and work with me individually. Maybe there's like 3 or 4 students for one class that maybe need to work individually, okay? So study hall, it can be also used for that as well. The second use, skills checks, okay? During fourth quarter online, if there is maybe we're working on something online during a skill, maybe I teach you guys how to kick a soccer ball, and you guys are working on that during class, and then I say, okay, you guys, after lunch today, you guys are going to log in asynchronously. I'm going to have a skills check where I'll ask you to turn on your screen when you guys log in. You guys will show me that you know how to do the skill. I'll watch you. I'll mark it off. I'll say, all right, you're good to go. You show me that you know how to do the skill. You can log off, and I'll go to the next person, and I'll see if they know how to do the skill. they'll log off, and then the next person, okay? So skills checks is another way that we'll use the asynchronous period as well, just so that I can see that everybody knows how to do the activity that we did for that day, okay? As such, for the same days, your primary teacher will need you to quickly enter the asynchronous time to show the skill that you have learned on that day. You will log in, make sure your teacher is watching you, perform the skill, and get some feedback from your teacher. At that point, you can leave the Zoom call, okay? So once I said, yeah, that instep looked really good, I would just push a little bit more with your leg, but that looked really good. I'm giving you an A on that part. Great job. And then you can log off, and then I'll go to the next student, okay? So this is the different ways that we would use the asynchronous, or basically the online after lunch period, where I'm working with you guys individually or as a group, okay? Or if we're working on a test, something like that, that time I will use for that, or study hall, okay? Other than that, we will tell you guys if we're going to meet asynchronously after lunch or if we will not meet. Again, most of the time we will not be meeting, but there are going to be times where we meet after lunch and we work on some certain things for PE. That way you guys are staying up on that, and your grades are in good shape there, okay? Okay, that is all I have. Any, no worries, Elder, you're good to go. Okay, Elder, stay on with me though so I can go over some of this stuff with you, because again, moving forward, online learning is going to be changing a little bit, okay? So stay on with me because you missed some stuff that I want to go over with you. Okay, again, if there's any other questions, anybody have any questions about some of the stuff we went over? Again, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to take some time adjusting. That is okay. We know that, and we're going to work with you guys the best way we can. Okay, for you guys, just know if I put in something for, make sure you guys know what time you guys are logging in. Okay, so for you guys, third period is like 9:15 every single day. If you're online or at school, okay, it's only an hour class. Okay, so know that you're logging on a little bit early than you normally would, like we did in the whole year so far. Okay, and then lastly, if you are doing a joint Zoom, okay, just know there's a joint Zoom link. If I type in that you guys need to log into the joint Zoom link, you guys need to go to that link, not this link, so that if Mr. O'Connell is working with you that day, okay, that he can see you guys, because he won't have access to you guys on this link. Okay, you guys have to go to the other joint Zoom link moving forward. Okay, so just be aware of that. I will put that in the chat when you guys do need to join that Zoom link. Okay, so it could be a different Zoom link, but when you guys are doing asynchronous learning, okay, you guys will always come back on this link, or the PE link as well. Okay, again, we'll work on this. We'll make sure that you guys are clear. Make sure that you guys aren't getting lost out here on this virtual world that we're doing. Again, we'll walk you through it, and I'll make sure I type any announcements or anything like that. I'll type on the stream. Make sure you guys are watching the stream moving forward, at least for this week and next week, just so that you guys aren't getting lost on where you guys are supposed to be at and where you guys are supposed to be doing stuff. Okay, I'll make sure that's the first thing you guys see. Okay, so take a look in that stream and make sure that you guys know where you're supposed to be at. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow I will be seeing students at school, cohort A. Okay, first through third. You guys should be on cohort A as well, and you guys will be seeing Mr. O'Connell on tomorrow and the next day. Okay, so you guys are working with him. Again, I will type in the chat of what link you guys are supposed to go to for the joint class for that day. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys soon. Take care.